So, Chris Klein, for real. I mean, I love him. He is probably one of. I'll say. I mean, I say he is the heaviest influence on my music taste out of anybody that I've ever met. Like, he just pushed me out of my boundaries. He'd be like, "Hey, listen to this artist. Listen to this art." Like, people that I had never heard of. And I'd be judgmental, and I'd be like, I don't like the name. Or, like, I don't know, just some random shit like that. And then, like, 2-3 months goes by, and I give him a chance. Because he's still telling me to listen to him. He just, like, I don't know, he was a music head. You know what I mean? He was, like, a real, I don't know, he had a taste. He had amazing taste in music. And, like, I don't know. He in 2017 he lived at my house. So I mean, my name on Instagram used to be Shaq King, right? I mean, Shaq King. So I mean, you don't remember that? I mean, I followed you back then. Shaq King, right? So I mean, there was a shack in my backyard.
Oh, really?
Felt like I was a king.
That's cheap, bro. No, that's sick as fuck, honestly.
Essentially, like, he lived in the shack for 4 months.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And he was, like, my best friend at the beginning.
Yeah.
Like, we were, like, practically brothers at that point. We just kicked it all the time. We were just, like, we got along really well. And this was right after we graduated, so like, I had just got my first job in my life, right?
Okay.
I was 18 and I got my first job. So fucking, he didn't have a job. I don't know if he had a job beforehand at any point, but my parents told me to tell him to put in, 5 or 10 resumes, every other day or whatever, and check in and try to get a job, right? So I mean, four months went by and he didn't get a job, and so my parents were like, tell him that he needs to move out. And I was like, okay, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's your house. Like, I paid rent, he wasn't, because he didn't have a job. And I mean, he's eating the food in the fridge and this and that. So it's like, I don't know, I respect my parents enough to, follow through with what they said. And it was like, I gave him 2 weeks notice and he was gone the next day.
Are you serious?
Swear to God. So
from just like, that point on, want me here.
Yeah, from this point on, from that point on, I didn't stay in touch with him very much.
Why?
I don't know why. I mean, there wasn't like there wasn't a connection there. There wasn't chemistry. It was just like, I unfollowed him on pretty much all social media, and then
you unfollowed him.
I mean, yeah, he had disrespected my parents, and I mean, he kind of just was. He wasn't replying to me in the first place, so I unfollowed it. You feel me?
Got it.
It was kind of, like I said, it was kind of mutual. We were both kind of just like, fuck you. And I never really got to like rebuild that connection in any real way, because I didn't really see him at any point later on. But there was this godly snippet. Oh my God, Jaden, if you're watching this, Jaden Grant.
Jaden's the homie.
God damn it.
Jaden's the
dude,
fucking homie.
He posted this clip where he was in the studio with Warhol. I don't know if you know who Warhol is. It's like Warhol.ss. He's a rapper. I mean, he's amazing. So, literally, he posted a snippet where he was in the studio with him while they were making a song that was on the album that he had just dropped. And it was like a legitimate video. You feel me? It was Chris Klein and Jaden and maybe, some 2 or 3 other people that I didn't recognize. But then you see Warhol and he's fucking standing there like he's spitting into the mic, and he was playing Tekken at the same time. there's like, you know, people smoking and drinking just like in the studio doing their thing, and somehow Jaden and I don't know, just a couple other people got into the studio session just to watch. And I mean, it was just like mind blowing. I was like, good for Chris. Like that's exactly what with him leaving my house, that's exactly like what I would hope for him to be like on the level of. Because like, I mean, Warhol was so close to my heart. I'm like, whoa, like I wish I was there. You feel me? Like that is crazy shit. Being in the studio with Warhol while he's just making a banger. I don't remember what song it was, but it was off this album, Chest Pains. And it was just like, at the time, it had just kind of came out. I was, you know, listening to it on fucking repeat. And then he just posted this little snippet. And, I mean, Chris Klein, like, from that point on, from what I understand, kind of turned into the Mojo slime. You know, like from what a lot of people know him as. And obviously I was following him on SoundCloud, like, beforehand. You know what I mean? Like when we were still friends. And I don't think I unfollowed him on SoundCloud. It just wasn't one of them that I remembered to like, to want to do that. So then later on down the road, I mean, I seen that shit, and him and Jaden and Jordan, you know, J Flex. I mean, I've showed him a couple of tracks. I mean, dude, it's amazing what they're doing. I think for me, I listen to rap music.
Why did Mojo move in with you? Like, did you guys have like a past history connection, and you guys are like, okay, like we have free room?
Me and him were friends since 5th grade.